answer your question, I got to go on the goofy curse. There is a goofy curse that came with the job, and it's when I do something stupid. And for example, once I was in the studio, and I had a Coca-Cola, and I was putting the Coke down, and I just was talking, and I put it down, and instead of putting it down like that, I put it down just on the edge, and it started to fall, and I saw it, so I reached for it, and I hit it, but I hit the neck of the bottle, and it started spinning, and shaking up, and spewing all over a probably $200,000 audio board. That's the goofy curse. I was putting up my Christmas lights once, and I had on my sweats, and true story, I was putting up lights, and I stepped down off the ladder, and my foot hit a riser for a lawn sprinkler system, and I fell backwards toward the rose bush. Now, I was wearing just some sweats, and it would be goofy enough if I just fell into the rose bush. The first rose bush grabbed my pants and yanked them down as I stumbled backward. I fell bare-butted into the second rose bush. It was like the Stooges. My wife was like pulling thorns out of my butt, you know. Ow! Oh! That's the goofy curse. And so there is a curse with this job that you know, it just comes along with the work, I think. But the original, now what was the original question?
I don't even know anymore. That was great.
You know.
Thank you for being vulnerable with
Sure. Yeah, it happens. Oh. Yeah, stuff like that happen all the time. I was talking with one of the Disney executives, and I was in a group of people, and I was going to sneeze, and it was like, so I turned my head, and one of the executives had just walked up beside me, and I flew, and he's like, ah! Saliva's all over him, you know.
That's goofy.
That's just goofy, you know. I'm waiting until the cops pull me over and or some goofy, what do you expect? You know?
We could do this all day. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But now, okay, I did want to know a little bit about, how it feels to sit in that theater and to watch people, to kind of be with people as they're watching your work.
It's a great feeling, just because that's why we do this. We want to entertain. And unfortunately, most of the time, we only get feedback when we meet fans and they say, oh, I love this cartoon or that movie or whatever. But when you're in a live thing, you know, and you get that instant feedback, it's tremendous. I did 6 years of stand-up comedy before I moved to LA, which, by the way, was the best training I ever had, because you learn from an audience what's funny and what isn't, what works, what doesn't, and you need to know that when you're in the booth, because they give you a script and you got to find the funny in those lines. And if you've ever told a joke and you like screw up the punchline, it ain't funny. There's timing that's involved with that, and you learn that from like being on stage. So when I teach students, I always tell them, go out, do improv, get on stage, do acting, because you'll get over stage fright, and you got to get over that, because it's a little frightening to get in a booth and they're looking at you through this glass window, and you know, okay, take one and go, and you've got to do it right then and there. You can't go, I'm afraid, you know, it just doesn't fly. So yeah, stand-up was a great training ground for me, and I did that before I moved out to LA.
That's a wonderful insight right there. But now I have a little challenge for you.
Okay.
I think we're all going to get a chance to enjoy this together. Since when Disney Plus comes out, there is going to be content from so many different brands.
Yeah.
I mean, like whether it's Marvel or whether it's Star Wars content that's going to be on there. I kind of want to challenge you.
Okay.
And think about, since you get in get in Goofy's head for a moment, if you could do a crossover between brand worlds.
Okay.
I'm curious what Goofy would say if he were to meet some of the following.
Meet the character. Okay.
So he's going to meet a person. All right. So Darth Vader.
Gosh. Am I your father or are you my father? You know, I don't. There's a doll, a talking doll we did as Goofy as Darth Vader. So I've actually done that crossover.
Oh, wow, okay, cool. So that was easy for you to pull up. What about Iron Man?
Do you rust in that suit? You know, who knows? I don't know anything.
Good. Princess Leia.
How come you got muffins on your ears? I don't know.
That's such a reasonable question, though. It's such a
Yeah, they
reasonable-
look like muffin. Cinnamon buns or something.
And let's think about Captain America.
Oh, Captain America. Wars, can I borrow your shield? I get hit all the time with stuff. Yes.
Thank you, Bill. So I don't know how many of us know this, but actually, in addition to voicing Goofy, you also voice Pluto.
Oh, yeah. And other characters as well, but those are the two major. Yeah. Pluto is fun to do because, he doesn't really talk. It's, and I get paid, I go home. It's a kind of fun job.
Well, it's funny because that's also kind of similar to Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. So, what's the key to making a character who actually doesn't get a chance to vocalize a whole lot still work?
In reality, Pluto's tougher to do than Goofy. First of all, it's rougher on your throat if you do it for like an hour or two, and you're, you do that for about an hour, and you're, you're talking like the Godfather. So it can kind of tear up the chords a little bit. But the nice thing is I can do Pluto in any language. French, German, whatever the language is, I'm okay with Pluto. But no, you got to get those emotions off. Like they'll say, okay, be quizzical. And he'd be like that. Or he sees a rabbit and he wants to chase the rabbit. And it's like, or just happy to see you. It's hard to get that out, especially after about an hour of doing that, and you're just ready to go home.
Wow, how do you stay sane? That's wild. Yeah, that's a good time. And actually, because of all of the hard work that you've done and how respected you are, in 2009 you were named a Disney legend. Make some noise.
10 years ago. Wow. 10th anniversary. Wow.
So what's it like now to be here, having been a legend? Have things changed for you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored that they decided to do that. Ours was the first public, award ceremony here. Before that, they always did it on the Disney lot. And the year before I got my award, they gave an award to Wayne Allwine and Russi Taylor, who did Mickey and Minnie. And I think Wayne was ill at the time and passed away shortly after that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first time they'd done it for a living person. Before that, it was all
time. So, Billy, who's going to the playoffs?
Chicken wings.
The Wings.
Everyone can do it any way they want it.
How's the Spanish going?
Bueno.
She's got your gift for languages, honey.
All you can eat hot appetizers, soup, salad, even build your own sundaes.
Fiddler.
Buffet Court and Grill.
Together at last. Boy, that looks good.
Dessert!